Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you do first. So let's continue in our main topic today. Today I am going to share to you guys about what's the difference between inverted winger and inside forward. Now I am in my Roma save, which I just finished winning the Serie A, also finishing the first season of Dominance Breaker. If you want to have a look at that, click on the top right button to have a look at it. So we're gonna go into our tactics. So if you watch my series, you will know at the end of the season, this is my starting lineup. The main thing here is I having Justin Kluivert on the left as inside forward, while Douglas Costa on the right as inverted winger. So let's have a look at what does the game say about inside forward. The inside forward aims to cut inside from the flanks and run diagonally at the center of the opposition defense and work best when the player's strongest foot is opposite to the flank he's playing on. The movement can open up space for overlapping fullbacks as well as overloading a retreating defender, although it can also end up with the player running into kick out those. I don't know what does that mean. With a support duty, the inside forward will cut diagonally into the space behind the defense and play through balls or take long shots if the opportunity arises. How about attack? Let's look at it again. With an attack duty, the inside forward will run diagonally at the defense with options of shooting, passing, or crossing as he moves into the final third. So the instructions for difference between attack and defense is just get further forward. As you can see here, I move away from attack. So there's only a get further forward difference between the role of support and attack. So inside forward will mainly have 4 instructions: take more risks, cross less often, dribble more, cut inside with ball. Make sure to pay attention to this since I'm going to compare this to the inverted winger later on. Now we're gonna go into the inverted winger. The inverted winger aims to frequently cut inside into the attacking third to open up space for overlapping fullbacks and to subsequently overload retreating defenders. The inverted winger works best when the player's stronger foot is opposite to the side of the pitch he is playing on. With attack duty, inverted winger will run diagonally at the defense with options of shooting, passing, or crossing as he moves into the final third. Let's look at the description for support. With a support duty, the inverted winger will cut diagonally across the defense to play the ball through to the middle while overloading defenders and defensive midfielders ahead of the penalty area. It's the same for inside forward and inverted winger. The difference between support role and attack role is get further forward. So if you have them on attack, obviously they will stay high up even when defending, and if you have them on support, they're gonna have stay lower a little bit when defending. So the main instructions for inverted winger is way less compared to inside forward. It's only dribble more, cut inside with ball. Compared to inside forward, let's look at it again. Inside forward got 4 main one: take more risks and cross left often, dribble more, and cut inside with ball, which makes inside forward got 2 more, which is the take more risks and also cross left often. Let's look at Douglas Costa first. He got the traits of cut inside from right wing, so he's very suitable either for inside forward or inverted winger on the right hand side, which I started him as. Okay, as you can see here, when I highlight the inverted winger role, you can see the highlight stats included crossing here. Now when I click to inside forward on support, as you can see, the crossing wasn't highlighted anymore. It's now focused on finishing. So one thing I can clearly tell you is, as it mentions as the role, inverted winger, it has the winger role. So even the player is playing on the right hand side, he's cut inside, but he cut inside and around this edge of the penalty area, he will try to cross it already. Rather than like inside forward, he's gonna run with the ball inside like Iron Robin, try to shoot or create a chance. Both inverted winger and inside forward on attack and support will highlight different stats, so I won't get too detailed into it. As you can see, like inverted winger on attack and inverted winger on support highlights different role, so I won't go too detailed into it because today the main topic is to compare inverted winger and inside forward rather than the duty of support and attack. So we're just gonna compare inverted winger on attack and inside forward on attack. Like I mentioned, inverted winger on attack highlights different things, crossing and then vision. Let's look at inside forward again. Now inside forward take away the vision and crossing but has finishing and balance. That's the thing. Like I say, inverted winger, why need vision? Because he needs the vision to find the right man in the box. That's why to cross it. That's why he needs the vision. while inside forward needs to try to get past people, so he needs the balance. That's why this highlight stats is not everything. You still need to pay attention to the mental stats like work rate, teamwork, positioning, decision making, things like that. Even though it's not highlight, because mental stats is always important in higher level league. Of course, inside forward will still cross, but it definitely will cross less compared to inverted winger. It's the same with inverted winger. Same with inverted winger. It didn't highlight the finishing stats. He won't shoot. He will shoot, but it's gonna be less likely compared to inside forward. They will still come inside to try to score long shots or pass a through ball when the opportunity arises. In my opinion, in this game, the inside forward role is a little bit different compared to past few FM, because this year my inside forward will not just cut inside to shoot, but also act like a second striker who will make the run into the box to score a tap in, which I got a really good example coming up. Now I switch it over to my own Arsenal save, and I'm gonna show you Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. In my eyes, he's one of the best inside forward you can have in the game. As you can see, he scored 23 goals for me in the league, 2 more in Europa League. Now we're gonna look at his form. He got injured at almost the end of the season, that's why he missed majority of it. But when I scroll down, as you can see, most of the time he was playing inside for me, occasionally striker. You can see when he's playing inside for, he scored 2 goals, 1 goal. I know when he plays striker, he still score 2 goals, but as you can see here, when he's playing inside for, he not just get assists, he also get goals, 1 goal and 4 assists throughout this games. As you can see here, he played 40 games for us in Arsenal shirt this season, and he played 30 times as a left inside forward, while only 10 times as striker. And he got a higher rating when he's playing as a left inside forward, 7.56 compared to 7.28. That's why I say he's one of the best inside forward I can find. Because majority of the time, what Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang offer me is he not just cuts inside and try to shoot like Arjen Robben, but he's more like a second striker. He's gonna start from here, left wing, and then when he passed the ball to the right hand side, he's gonna slowly sneak into the back post, try to get onto the ball to score. That's how he scored majority of goal. Most of them are headers or just taps in at the back post. He wasn't natural at this left inside forward at the start of the game. I trained him to be, because I realized like I got another good striker in like Alexander Lacazette, and I was like, actually Oba's quite suitable to this role, so I was like, let's train him to try this. He's the top scorer of the league as well, 23 goals. Next, I'm gonna show you who I think is one of the most recognizable inverted winger in real life. I'm not saying he's the best inverted winger in the world. When I started watching Leicester just promoted to the Premier League, O'Brighton playing on the left, he's right-footed. He's always cut inside to his right foot to try to cross the ball. That is exactly what an inverted winger is. So, as you can see here, he got a 17 crossing. That's mainly you want from your inverted winger. He's gonna run down flanks and then cuts inside onto his stronger foot, try to cross it, rather than try to shoot. Although, like I say, occasionally when the opportunity arises, he will still take his shot, but majority of the time, inverted winger will try to cross rather than shoot. So that's it for today from me then. If you like my content, make sure you give a thumbs up to this video. Also subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again. Bye.